By the way, do you think we should do 1 hour lab session or 2 hour lab session sometime? What do you think if we do 2 hours lab session sometime? So if you're experiencing any problem in the Python, we can discuss it over there. Yeah, do you need it? Do you need a 2 hours, like 2 hours lab session for Python? Do you need it? Yeah, I need at least 5, 6 people to respond to me. I cannot decide on one person only, based on one person only. So I need at least 5, 6 people to tell me if they need or not, and don't be shy. Okay, you can WhatsApp me that you need the session, and then I'll arrange a session for you guys. Okay. Secondly, everybody needs to join a WhatsApp group. Everybody needs to be on the group, on WhatsApp group. Okay, and both sections, N40, sorry, N80, and the other one is N40. They both need to be on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Can you correct the assignment? What is wrong in the assignment? Oh, you mean you want to correct the assignment? You want to change the assignment? Am I understanding it properly? So make sure everybody's on the group and let me know if you need any help in the lab sessions. Okay. So today we'll continue the lecture on the Python, and we start off with something called assignment statement. We've been using these statements in the last class, and this is the symbol for assignment statement. And like here, we are assigning the value of 1 to y. And here we are assigning the value of 1.0 to radius. And the radius is a variable, y is a variable, x is a variable. And here we are doing some calculation and assigning the value to the area. So this is our assignment operator. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by yes and me. Okay, so do you all understand the concept of assignment statement? Any question in this? Okay, so then we have something called the scope of a variable. So every variable has a scope. Scope is the limitations or working area or working boundary. Like you're in Saudi Arabia, so you can move around here. This is your scope. But if you want to go to, let's say, Egypt, you have like the passport, visa. So your nationality allows you to move around in Saudi Arabia easily. So your scope is, your limitation of boundary is in Saudi Arabia only. But if you want to exit this, you have to take a visa. The same is the case for variables. So every variable has a scope, has a boundary, has a limitation. The scope of a variable is a part of a program where the variable is referred. What I want to say is that, like if you have two programs, this is your program script number 1.py, and this is your script 2.py. So if you define a variable num1 here and num2 here, 3 and 5, and if you do this, what do you think will happen? So there are two different scripts. What will happen in this case? Because these variables will have an error actually, because if we run this file, we'll have an error. Why? Because these variables are defined in this program only. So the scope of num1 and num2 variables is only in the program script 1.py and not here. Okay, do you understand this? Yes, do you understand this problem? We'll talk more about the scope as we move along in the course. There is more to this. The information that I just gave you is a very limited information. It does not include everything about this concept of scope. We'll talk more about the scope of the variable as we move along. Okay. For as of now, you need to know that the variable must be created before it can be used. Yes, that's another thing, that you need to create a variable before you can use it. Like here, you're using the variable, but they are not created. So let's take an example. Look at this. We are adding 1 into a variable count and saving the answer in a count. Now that variable is not defined before. It should have defined count to be, let's say, 0 here. But you don't do it, for this is not defined, and therefore you will get an error. The right way of doing it is this: that you need to define the count first, and then you can use it. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, now let's do some programming again. So we're going to spend about 20 minutes on this program now. Okay? So let's do programming again. That's an old code. Who tell me what is this code doing? What operation is this code performing? By the way, remember there's a marks for the class participation. So if you get marks, So who will tell me step by step what this program is doing? Turn on a microphone and tell me. No one? No one wants to say anything? No, let me ask a question then, okay? Khalid, Fahad, Noman Ahmed. Khalid Fahad Noman Ahmed. Can you turn on your microphone and tell me what this program is doing? No, Khalid. That is not an excuse. Everybody needs to have a microphone. I told you last time. I'm not going to listen to this. I'm going to give you minus marks now. There's no sorry for it. Absolutely no sorry. I'm going to write your name. I'm going to save your name. I'm going to give you minus marks. Yeah. Next time you'll be with microphone. What about Im Abdullah? Can I write in here? No, you need to. Why can't you talk, man? Writing takes time. The class is only 50 minutes. I need to be, if you write, it will take about 2-3 minutes. But if you talk, it takes about 30 seconds. Hassan, what about you? Do you want to say something? Yes, brother. Yes. Well, just write out. Yes. So your name is Badr Abdullah. Abdullah, I have a question here. Read this line. Here we have an assignment in 3 lines. Look at this. Here we are asking the user to enter 3 numbers, and we are using 3 lines to write this code. Am I right? So we are using 3 lines, 1, 2, and 3 of code to ask the user to enter 3 numbers. Can we not do this assignment simultaneously? What I want to say is, can we not write a code, 1-line code, which asks the user to enter 3 numbers and not 3-line codes? Everybody understand this? Yes, Suhaib.
I think we can do it in 1 line.
Yes. Do you have any idea?
Yes. First of all, you put all the variables num1 and then comma num2 and then comma num3, and then you put the assign which is equal, and then you put the eval, and you do the same thing. You put eval input enter number 1, and then you close it, and then you put a comma, and do that with both variables.
So you're saying that we do the eval 3 times and we do the input 3 times in 1 line.
Yeah.
Okay, we have someone else here. Hassan Umar, can you please say what you want to say?
I think we can do it without rewrite the eval and input on each one. We can do it just we write number 1, then comma, number 2, then comma, then number 3, then we put equal, then eval, input, then we can write as a statement for the user, enter the number 1 and 2 and 3 with the commas between them.
Yes, that's what I did over here. Look at this part. Is this what you're saying, Hassan?
Yes.
So with Hassan Umar, by the way, if you read few more extra pages, if you read, by the way, for those who are thinking how do the Hassan know all this stuff, I'm going to give you the tip. The tip is read 3 or 4 pages before coming to the class. Am I right, Hassan?
Of course.
Yes. The tip is to read 3-4 extra pages before you come in the class. Even if you don't understand those pages, read them. So guys, this is a way where we have replaced the 3-line codes with 1 line. Okay. So whatever the user entered, when he separates by a comma, that comma is this comma. Okay. This comma. Do you want me to do it on the Python? I think it's not a big thing. You can do it yourself. Now that's the best code for tonight. I thought not tonight and today. So let me write the name of Hassan Umar Saleh. Okay, now we have an assignment, and we are asked to write a code which takes 2 numbers from the console in 2 variables. So we have 2 variables, let's say x and y, and the user, let's say, enter 2 and 3 for it. The question is, you need to write a code which gives x to 3 and y to 2. You know what I'm saying? So you're swapping the numbers. So that's the task that we have to solve. That if a user entered x to 2 and y to 3, our code should convert and give the output that x is 3 and y is 2. So we are swapping the numbers. And similarly, if the user enters 5 here and 7 here, he gets 7 here and 5 here. Everybody understand the question? So what is the code? By the way, do you understand the question, everybody? Anyone who wants me to repeat the question? Okay, let me repeat the question. The question is that we have to take 2 input numbers from the console. So in the console, we needed to enter 2 numbers. Let's say x is 2 and y is 3. This is what we input. Those numbers should go in a code, and the code should change the values. Like if it's 2 here and 3 there for x and y, it should make x to be 3 and y to be 2. Okay, so let me tell you how will this work. This is the code that we are going to follow. Actually, let me open the Python here so you can see it step by step. So if x is 1, y is 7. Okay? Now I'm going to define a variable, temporary variable. This is a temporary variable. And I say temporary should take a value of x. So what do you think should be an answer for this? What will be the answer if I press enter here? Yes. So I'm saving the value of x in a temporary variable. Now what I can do is I can say x to be equal to y. If I say print x, what will I get? Yes. And now I need to say y equals to 10. Remember what was in the temporary variable? The temporary variable was holding the value of x, the first value of x. Yes. So what happens now? What is x and what is y now? Look at this. We have changed the values of x and y. It was 1 and 7, and now it's 7 and 1. So do you all understand this? Any question? By the way, there was someone with a problem in the Mac system. Is his problem solved or still facing the problem? The Mac guy. I was expecting his email, but he did not email me. I'm not sure was he in this section or in a different section. Do we have anyone who is using Mac in this class? Okay. So yes, I use Mac. Abdurrahman, do you face any problem in the Python? Okay. So Abdurrahman, please email me with your WhatsApp number and I'll talk to you, okay? You can find my email address on the first slide. Okay, so this is the code. Now look, how many lines do we need for this code? We have 1 line, we have 2 lines, and we have 3 lines of code. So we use 3 lines of code to do the swapping of 2 numbers. Now, can we do better? Can we do better? That's the question. When I say better, I mean less code. Can you do this process in less code? Yes. So that was the old code, and that's another way of doing it. So we can replace this part of code with this part, and this will do the same job. Okay, is it clear? So let me do it on Python here. So let's see. What was x? X is 7. What is y? Y is 1. If I say x and y to be equals to y and x, and now if I say print x, the x is 1 now. And if I say print y, the y is 7 now. Look at this. Y was 1 and x was 7. And now x is 1 and y is 7. Okay. So remember this code of line. This line of code is so important that we have a this example is one of the most important examples, swapping 2 numbers. So you can see this thing on the book as well. This is in the book, okay? So that's it. So any questions so far? Is there any question in this example? Okay. Okay. So that was your assignment that you already submitted it. So let's go to this new topic now. Okay, that's a big thing, So look at this, I think you already have done this in the Python. If you want to add 2 numbers, you have this symbol. If you want to subtract 2 numbers, you have this symbol. If you want to multiply 2 symbols, you have this number. And now look at this. We have 2 types of divisions, the float division and the integer division. When I say float division, I mean that your answer can be in a float. But if you do integer division, then your answer is going to be the closest integer. Like if you divide 1 by 2, your answer is 0.5. But the closest integer to the 0.5 is 0. The lowest goes the lower side, okay? So let's do it on the Python here and see how it works actually. So if I do 1 by 5, I'm expecting answer 0.2. And if I do 1 double by 5, I expect an answer of 0. Why? Because double division is an integer division. Let's take one more example. Let's say if I divide 4 by 16, no, 4 by 16, but let's just do 16 by 3. 5.33. If I do 16 by 3, I get 5 answers. Okay, is it clear? And similarly, if I do 16 by, let's say, 2.1, I get 7.6. And if I do 16 double divided by 2.1, I'm going to get 7 to the lower side. Okay, so you understand the difference between float division and the integer division. Okay, and the exponential, this symbol of exponential, you have this thing e raised to power 2, e raised to power minus 3, e raised to power x. This is called exponential. You all know it. So to compute e raised to power 2, let's see what we have. We have this thing. So let's see. Actually, let me say it. No. If you have 2 to the power, let me correct myself. Okay. If you want to do 2 to the power 2 is 4. If you want to do 3 to the power 5, 3 to the power 3. It's going to be 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. And if you do 4 times 2, it's going to be 4 times 4, which is 16. So this is for the power. Okay. You can do the Python as 2, let's say 3, this is 2. What happened is this 3 that 2 is 3 is power 2. Okay, and if I want to do 4 is power, let's say 3, it is 4 power 3, which is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 16 times 4, 64. So let's see, 4, 3, 64. Okay. Okay, any question in this? So let's move on. And for the remainder, if you are expecting a remainder, you know the remainder is what? So if I have a remainder, let's say, what is remainder? Remainder is something that is left after the division. So let's do 18 remainder, let's say 4. So 18, 4, so you do 4, 16. So this is your remainder 2. Okay, so remainder is whatever is left after the division. So remainder is whatever is left after the division. For remainder, we have this command, this percentage operator. Okay, so these are the examples. You can do it yourself, not a big thing. So this is a remainder operator. This is a remainder. Okay, now let's do this program. Yes, let's talk about this this first, and then we move on. Okay. So let's do one more. Let's do this section and then do one more code, one more program. Okay. So in this program, in this section, we are teaching how to write this expression in Python. I think you are not very. It's not difficult. So we do 3 plus 4x first. So 3 plus 4x, and then you divide by 5. Okay. And then minus. You do 10 times y minus 5 times a plus b plus c, and then whole divided by x. So I guess it's not difficult. Is it difficult? Is there any question in how I write this Python code for this expression? Can you do it? Guys, is there any question in this, like how I write the Python code for this expression? Do you see any problem in this or not? Okay, so let's do one program. Yes, this program. So yes, so the question is that we have this code which is here. Let me do it here. So the question is, we need to write a program, write a code which asks users to enter time in seconds, okay? And then it converts the time to hours, minutes, and seconds. What do I mean? I mean that if user enters, let's say 100 seconds into the code will output what? It will output 1 minute and 40 seconds. Okay. Similarly, if the user enters 300,800 seconds, what do you think should output? Okay, make it easy first. Let's say it only outputs the minutes and seconds. So what should you output? How many minutes are there? I think it is 63 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, 63 minutes and 20 seconds. So 3800. Why? Because 3600 is that you have 20 seconds, and this is what? This is 60 minutes. And what is this? This is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Am I right? So together it becomes what? It becomes 63 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. Everybody understand the question? Okay, so let's open the Python and see how should we program it. Let's open the file. Okay, let me actually stop sharing and let me share something different. Share file, but share application, share and application. Yes, so I'm sharing it now. Okay, so what's the first line should be? It should prompt code that asks user to enter time in seconds, and it converts that time in minutes and seconds. Okay, that's the first thing we do. And then what? The code asks the user to enter time in seconds. So we'll say seconds is eval, now input, enter time in seconds. Okay. Now we need to write a program converting seconds to minutes and seconds. So who will tell me what should I write here? By the way, we need to save the program as well. So let's save the program. So let's save the program. This is listing 2.5. So what is this program? By the way, what do you think what should we do to get this thing? What we can do is we can divide this thing by 60. What do you think should be the answer for it? Okay, let's do this. What is going to be the answer for this? It's going to be 6 and 3 and then point what? Yeah, I mean, who will divide this thing? 63.33. What about this? What should we get the answer? What should be the answer for this operator? What should be the answer for this operation? Oh, sorry guys, you cannot see it. Oh my goodness. I thought you can see it. Sorry guys. I was sharing let me share the complete story. I was asking this question. Sorry guys. Can you see the screen now? Can you see the PowerPoint slide? Okay. Sorry. So what I was saying that is if I divide this by 60, my answer is 63.33. But if I double divide by 60, what's going to be my answer? Yes, 63. Oh, look at this, 63. So how many seconds are there in 63 minutes? How many seconds are there in 63 minutes? No, how many seconds are there in 63 minutes? It's 63 times 60, which is 18, 36, 37, and 0 seconds. No, Saeed, no, 3780, yes. So how much is the minus of this and this is 20 seconds. So you know what I'm doing here? So what I'm doing here is going to be that the first step, I will divide the number by 60 and whatever is the answer is going to be the minutes. And then I use this thing and multiply it by 60 to get the seconds. And then I minus it and I go the remaining seconds. And these two together and this together is the 3800 seconds. So we have 3 steps here, okay? Do you all understand? Guys, do you all understand this? Can you repeat this again, please? Yeah, sure. So what I'm going to do is, let me rub this off, okay? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask user to enter time in seconds. And let's say he enters 3800 as an example, okay? This is an example only. Then what do I do? I will divide this time, double divide this time by 60. We have a name for it. We have a name for it. And the name is integer division. And the answer would be 63. And that 63 is actually the minutes. And in step 3, I'm going to take this 63, multiply by 60, and I'm going to get 3780 seconds. And in step 4, I'm going to subtract this by this, and I will know there is 20 seconds. And I'm going to display what? Display this and this and this. Okay? This is how I'm going to write the program. Do you understand what I'm saying here? And by the way, what do we have a name? There's a name for it. Pseudo algorithm or pseudocode. PSEUD, pseudo code. Okay. You can make a flow chart for it as well. Am I right? You can make the flow chart for it as well. But now let's go from the pseudo code into the code. So what is the first step? The first step is to ask the user to enter time in seconds. That we already have done. Look at this. We already have asked user to enter time in seconds. And then what? And then we need to do what? We'll define the minutes, and the minutes are what? They are seconds divided by 60. Integer divided by 60. Okay, right? By the way, look at this color now. The min is purple now. It means the min is a keyword. So you cannot use the word min here, which you min. So what's that step 3? Step 3 is that whatever minutes you get, you multiply it by 60. Okay? And in the step 4, you do this seconds minus this. That is your remaining seconds. Think about it. Then do what? You print the output. The user entered minutes, and remaining 6 and seconds. So yes, can you read the code and see if there's any problem? So is there any question in this code? What do you mean by min? Okay. Look at this. I don't know if you can see in any of the computers. If I do min here, look at this. It becomes purple, which means it is a keyword. Look at this input. It's a keyword. Print is a keyword. Min is a keyword. Therefore, you cannot use min here. Okay, you should use a different number. Maybe minutes. Okay. So you should remember the last lecture. You should avoid using keywords. Okay. Anybody who has a question in this code? the first line, don't we need to write eval? Yes, very good, mashallah, Hassan. I was expecting it to happen very later on, but mashallah, you did it right. You should have an eval here. Perfect. Min or minimum, you know, min is the keyword. Look at here. If I do min here, it becomes purple. It's a keyword. Okay? Any more questions? Any more questions here? Okay, now let's run it, you know, let's run it. Oh, we have a problem here because we forgot a comma. Okay, enter the time in seconds. Let's enter 3800. Look at this. The user entered 63 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, do you all get it? Okay, so let me go down. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is your assignment number 3. This code. This is assignment number 3, question number 2.21. Okay, I'm going to share the slides as well. So this is assignment number 3. Any question in this? Let me know. Do you understand it? No, no, it's not hard, man. It's very simple. It's very easy code. Inshallah, when you start doing it, you will enjoy it. I mean, don't look at those 2 stars, okay? Mashallah, you guys are very smart. You know, you can do it. If you have any problem, you should put your problem on the WhatsApp group, and any person in the group can answer it, or I will answer it. You know. So we can have a strong community. So if anyone experiences any problem in Python, he should ask the question and not on the private message on the WhatsApp, okay? Can you show us the sample for this question? No, this is the sample. This is the sample. You know, this is the sample, and this is the question, okay? This is the sample explanation, and this is the question. I know what you're trying to say. You're asking me if I can explain the question to you. I can do it. I'm already doing it, but I want you guys to also know how to read the question. It's very important, okay? So you now start reading the questions yourself as well. Yes, please, you know, so I think Malik, I don't know who is managing the group. Let me see who's managing the group. I don't know. Who is managing the group, guys? So who is managing the group? Let me see. I am the manager, by the way. So how should I share? How should I share it? I'm gonna open the WhatsApp here. Okay. I am Doctor. Okay. So hey, can you open and share the link, please? So hey, can you share the link with the students here? You already have my number. Yes, I have your number. Then who's Malik Taji? We have 2 groups or 1 group? I don't see you, so here with the group. I don't know what's going on, but let me get to the group here. Where is the group? The group is programming. Phone is not connected. The phone is connected. Yes, this is the group. Group info. How do we copy the? Okay, how do we copy the guys? How do we copy? How do I share it, man?
Can you go down a little there?
Settings.
There is the link in the profile of group.
Oh yes, copy the link and then we send there. Yes. Good guys. Yeah. So please, I don't know why. So hey, can you message me privately? So I should save your name as well. I don't think I have saved it. I don't know. Okay, guys. Any question? If not, then thank you very much, and submit the assignment on time. I'll create the slides and everything for you guys.